Interesting. Reflecting. Nonsensical a word? Sensical not a word? Fucking van smells like fucking burnt oil. It has been driven recently. Fucking about to break down because they don't know how to fucking take care of their car. Walmart ain't got shit. Ain't got fucking shit. Minute in, radio up.
You see all that gold in that room and the way your professional people handle it, packaging it up and sending it out to folks. Most people don't realize that, Lars. The fact is we deliver it. 85% of our customers take delivery of the gold. We insure it to their door, and you can hold $50,000 of gold coins in the palm of your hand. In fact, you held a kilo bar today. Yeah, you said that's what, about $38,000? $38,000, 2.2 pounds. For people to imagine it, it's about, I have a smartphone, you know, it's about the size of a smartphone, almost exactly the same thickness and dimension, and probably weighs about 6 or 8 times as much as a smartphone. So if you want to know what $38,000 is a kilo brick. So when we see the big bars that they show in movies, that's got to be like 10 kilo or 20 kilo, because the piece you handed me wasn't all that big to be a full 2.2. Well, most people think of the old James Bond movie, Goldfinger, and that is a 400 troy-ounce bar is what they're carrying there. Wow. And it's about 39 pounds. But it's worth $500,000. So, you know, for this, you can pound a kilo for $38,000 in the loan. People take that, they'll buy coins, they buy the box, and that's how they buy it. They buy it, they forget about it, it's a long-term investment, buy the sales because they know long-term the dollar is going to decline. They're going to take a portion of their money and diversify. So it's been a great opportunity, Lars, to convey that to your listeners of the importance of diversification. I got to tell you though, a little story. Saul, like I said in here today, Saul runs this place that said he's owned the radio station as long as I've been alive. He had to buy it the same year I was born. And he said, I told him where I met him. And he said, I got to tell you a story about that. He said, when did they start letting people buy again? And he said, it was the 60s, wasn't it? Mid-70s. Actually, Nixon, yeah. And he said he had a disc jockey working for him. He came in and said, hey, I'm thinking about buying some gold. What do you think? And Saul said, well, you know, I don't know. And he says, can you imagine where you'd be if you'd been buying gold at $35 an ounce back then? Oh my gosh. Yeah, $35 an ounce, and then in the 90s even at $200 an ounce, and now at $1,350. And the real question for individuals is, well, where will it go from here? What happens the next 5 years, the next 10 years? And if your perspective in the world is that things aren't changing, the debts are getting worse, the dollar is declining, the economy is stumbling a little bit, then it's something you might want to consider.
Fucking commercial.
Everybody, but it's something that more affluent investors might want to consider in their portfolio. Well, I know that you get a lot of people.
I want someone to talk about how fucking great gold is, who doesn't fucking run gold commercials during his fucking show.
Kookaburra. And many people buy that. They like to diversify into silver as well. And they'll take possession of that for like a very large, heavy paperweight. Well, I also like the history that you gave me. I knew about the fact that the United States government had gone out and said, we're going to buy all the gold back. But I didn't realize about the new numismatic back. And it affected a lot of people. One group, people who had jewelry, or not smart enough to buy foreign coins. That's exactly right. Coins with numismatic value beyond the melt value of the coin were excluded. So Swiss 20 francs, French francs, coins, jewelry, for example, that was all excluded in the Executive Order 33. Bullion was not. So today, people that are concerned that like the currency could be devalued or we could go to a different standard, they might want to buy something that has more numismatic value. That's why they buy European coins, like a French franc or a Swiss 20 franc or British sovereign. They take a bit of they pay extra money for it, but they buy that on the off chance that, gosh, could the federal government confiscate gold again? Because the dollar from the World Bank in Zurich, he talks about the fact that we need some sort of basket of currency, gold included, because continuation of printing of money just doesn't work. So the old Bretton Woods system, which is the gold standard, that was suspended. Whether it's a pure gold standard or gold as a component could happen. But you don't have to go really far enough that, once again, if gold is used as a standard for value and currency, then you cannot have the general population holding bullion because they will hoard it. So there will have to be some exchange again if we go back to a gold standard. The only reason we came off of you can old gold today is because Nixon took us off the gold standard in '74.
So for all the people who wish that we go back to the gold standard, they're kind of openly wishing that we would have to go back to a system where you would not be able to own gold.
Well, that's right. I mean, again, if the Executive Order of 33 from Roosevelt was reenacted, gold bullion would be confiscated. You would be paid for it at the current
value. Although you told me everybody at that time took a severe haircut.
Well, when you walked onto your local bank, you turned in a $20 gold piece, you received a $20 paper dollar bill. 3 months later, the price of gold was changed to $35.
3 months later, a 75% increase in the price.
That's right.
From 20 to 35.
So if you wanted to go back and buy that same 1 ounce coin, you had to pay $35. Well, that's a nice kind of currency haircut. That's what has to happen.
Scott, you've been concerned that a government is not in money trouble as ours is right now, and where they're doing, quantitative easing and all these things that are really tricks that use inflation and other things to basically pay the government's debt. They might try a mechanism like that as well.
Well, that's exactly the concern. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but that's what many people are concerned about. The fact that we print money is another way of confiscation of wealth. Inflation is a great confiscation of wealth that you can't even see or measure. You can't feel it, that's right, and it devalues our currency. If we ever go back to a standard where the price or the limitation of what you can print is measured to a hard asset like gold, then that is going to cause a devaluation of the currency. That's why many proponents are out there saying gold could go to 2,000, 3,000. Strong believers, John Thompson, David Osborne, many are expecting it to happen. So whether it's competition or not, the world is putting the U.S. dollar on a gold standard.
So I want you to get there about ordering, because I know they're there till 6 o'clock tonight. We want to keep them busy. You can't afford to have them sitting around.
Absolutely not. I would be doing my job. Well, we set up a special number for your listeners, 877-361-2646. Call and get the investor kit. There's no obligation to purchase. There's no harm in calling. It's a great investor kit. There's an article package in there, a newsletter. It's yours absolutely free. Just become informed. Find out if owning gold is right for you. Again, the number, write it down. It's 877-361-2646.
Now, I got to tell you something. I know that you kind of rained on Tina's parade a little bit because she was hoping you'd say, oh, Americans like to buy American coins. When you explain why the French franc, these real coins from before the 1933 grab, why they were so popular, as we're driving away, she's saying, we should get some of those. And I said, well, we're on a regular program now. And ironically enough, or I guess coincidentally, I got a call from Goldline about our account today. And they said, do you want to stick with those coins? I said, no, my wife has indicated she wants to go to the little 2 10-ounce coins, that we're buying, the French francs. Sure. And she does have some French blood. She was Tina Michelle Ducharme, and now she's Tina Larson. So we've converted her, we're anglicized her, but she may want to go back to some of those coins because they come from a history of coins that weren't subject to government seizure.
Well, that's right. Many people get these coins because of the historical value of them. I showed you Hans Franz Joseph, who is the uncle of Archduke Ferdinand.
So it started, just like when I was the vegetable cart in Tunisia now. That set the world on fire.
That's right, World War I. So all of this history is in these coins, and many people are fond of those older European coins, and they're our most popular coins.
Scott, it's a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming by in person. Back in just a moment to our cartoon before the hour. You're listening to the Lars Larson Show. Lars Larson. been fighting my weight my entire